cats filled the prison. Then the inmates fell in love. In Chile's oldest and most overcrowded prison.
What everyone can agree on, including those who have lived or worked at Chile's largest prison the longest, is that the cats were here first. For decades they have walked along the prison's high walls, sunbathed on the metal roof, and skittered between cells crowded with 10 men each. To prison officials, they were a peculiarity of sorts, and mostly ignored. The cats kept multiplying into the hundreds.
Then prison officials realized something else. The feline residents were not only good for the rat problem, they were also good for the inmates. "They're our companions," said Carlos Núñez, a balding prisoner showing off a 2-year-old tabby he named Feta or Ugly from behind prison bars.
"A cat makes you worry about it, feed it, take care of it, give it special attention," he said. "When we were outside and free, we never did this. We discovered it in here." Known simply as the Pen, the 180-year-old main penitentiary in Santiago, Chile's capital, has long been known as a place where men live in cages and cats roam free.
What is now more clearly understood is the positive effect of the prison's roughly 300 cats on the 5,600 human residents. The feline's presence has changed the inmates' mood, has regulated their behavior, and has strengthened their sense of responsibility with the duties, especially caring for animals, said the prison's warden, Colonel Helen Leal Gonzalez.
Prisons are hostile places, she added in her office, wearing a tight bun, billy club and combat boots. So of course, when you see there's an animal giving affection and generating these positive feelings, it logically causes a change in behavior, a change in mindset.
Prisoners informally adopt the cats, work together to care for them, share their food and beds, and in some cases have built them little houses. In return, the cats provide something invaluable in a lockup notorious for overcrowding and squalid conditions: love, affection, and acceptance.
"Sometimes you'll be depressed, and it's like she senses that you're a bit down," said Reynaldo Rodriguez, 48, who is scheduled to be imprisoned until 2031 on a firearms conviction. "She comes and glues herself to you. She'll touch her face to yours."
The pairing of convicted criminals and animals is hardly new. During World War II, German prisoners of war in New Hampshire adopted wildlife as pets, including, according to one account, a bear cub.
Formal programs to connect prisoners and animals became more common in the late 1970s, and after consistently positive results, they have expanded across the world, including to Japan, the Netherlands, and Brazil. They have become particularly popular in the United States. In Arizona, prisoners train wild horses to patrol the U.S. border with Mexico.
Connecting inmates and dogs has repeatedly been shown to lead to a decrease in recidivism, improved empathy, improved social skills, and a safer and more positive relationship between inmates and prison officials, said Beatriz Villavina Dominguez, a researcher in Spain who reviewed 20 separate studies of such programs.
Yet there was a time when the relationship was not so positive. A decade ago, the cat population was expanding uncontrolled and many cats were getting sick, including developing a contagious infection that left some cats blind. The situation even stressed out the inmates themselves, said Carla Contreras Sandoval, a prison social worker with 2 cat tattoos.
So in 2016, prison officials finally allowed volunteers to come care for the cats. A Chilean organization called the Felinos Foundation has since worked with Humane Society International to systematically collect all of the cats to treat, spay, and neuter them. They have now reached nearly everyone.
The program's success has been partly thanks to the inmates, Ms. Sandoval said. The prisoners collect cats that need care and bring them to the volunteers.
On a recent day, 4 women lugged cat carriers into the prison grounds, on the hunt for a number of felines, including Lucky, Aquila, Drop-On and her 6 new kittens, and Mr. Núñez's cat, Ugly_X000D_. Sunday Evening News Special.
Like the inmates, the cats' living conditions vary by section of the prison. During a recess period in one of the most crowded areas, where 250 prisoners share 26 cells, prisoners packed a narrow passageway, with clothes drying overhead and cats darting between their feet. _X000D_. Sunday Evening News Special.
In closing, we want to express our gratitude for your support. Our mission is to provide unbiased news, and your subscription and likes help us reach a wider audience. Remember to check out our daily content playlists for your updates. Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful evening. _X000D_.